22q deletion syndrome is a chromosomal condition. It's the most common autosomal deletion syndrome. What is that? Autosomes are the non-sex chromosomes. We have 46 chromosomes, 23 pairs. One pair are the sex chromosomes, and the other 22 are numbered chromosomes. 22 is one of them. And there's a small missing piece on chromosome 22 that causes all of the problems associated with it. There are many issues that can be seen with 22q deletion syndrome. The most common areas are the palate, the heart, immune system, calcium, learning problems, growth, and sometimes psychiatric problems. There are certain specific chromosome tests that we do to diagnose this. One of them is called a FISH test, which stands for fluorescent in situ hybridization. We take a probe that attaches itself to the area of the chromosome 22 that's missing, and it's a fluorescent probe, so it will light up if it's there, and it won't light up if it doesn't. We can also do a special molecular cytogenetic test called an array, where it will show many areas within all the chromosomes that are deleted, and it will pick up the 22q deletion as well. I have been seeing patients with this before we even knew about the 22q cause of the particular syndrome that they have. In the old days, they were called DeGeorge syndrome or velocardiofacial syndrome, and now we know both of those syndromes are the same thing. They're both caused by a deletion in chromosome 22q.
As they talked about more on VFSS or VCFS. Heart defects declaration often causes heart defects that could result in as an infinite supply of oxygen. Blood, for example, defects may include a hole between the lower chambers of the heart.
Parathyroid
Glands neck regulate the levels of calcium,
phosphorus
in the body. 22q deletion syndrome can cause smaller than normal are needed to help fight the infection in the children with 22q deletion syndrome. The thymus gland may be smaller on missing, poor, immature functions, infections. Cleft palate, a common 22q cleft palate opening, cleft in the room of the mouth and palate without cleft lip. Other less visible abnormalities of the palate also be present, can make it difficult to swallow, produce certain sounds in speech, distinct facial features. A number of particular features may be present. 22q deletion syndrome. These include some lower sets of ears of opening, hooded, learning behavior, health problems, deletion problems, development and function of the brain resulting in learning, social development, or behavioral problems, delays, toddler speech development difficulties are common. Some children develop attention hyperactivity, ADHD, autism, speech disorder later in life, risk depression, anxiety disorders, and other autoimmune disorder. People with poor immune function as a children due to small missing
thymus
may also have increased autoimmune systems such as
rheumatoid
arthritis, Graves' disease, autoimmune disorder. People have immune as a children due to small missing thymus may also increase autoimmune disorders such as rheumatoid arthritis, or Graves' disease. Other problems: a large number of medical conditions associated by 2022Q, such as training vision, breathing problems, poor kidney function, statue for one's family. This is in the preview from last week. This also is in the preview. The link is here. The most common of last week's video, the most common compulsive were combination of aggression, somatic, ordering, repetitive, questioning, cleaning. 16, 43 patients, 37% had an hyperactivity disorder, and 16.2 had a psychiatric disorder. Also, OCD is in this study. If Amy wants to give an example, she can, but I have seen plenty. That study is the most common. All right. Do we got anything else on college basketball? That's all I got.
Well,
No. All right. We'll move on to the NBA just because it follows. What do you think about the in-season tournament?
I mean, it's okay, but it's hard to get excited about because it's a mid-season tournament. It's meant to draw interest, fan interest. It gives a little bit more incentive to regular season games, which I get, but it's interesting how the players are taking to it, and people are getting to see people like Tyrese Halliburton that they may not have heard of, but those that aren't like really in like truly follow the league, which I knew about Halliburton in college. So Tyrese Halliburton's getting some recognition now that he wasn't, because they just beat Milwaukee in the semifinals. So they'll be playing against the Lakers in the finals. So it's, I mean, it's giving some players, it's getting some recognition to some guys that haven't gotten that recognition on like the biggest stage.
And I guess they'll earn $500,000 if they win the tournament. So it's going to give some guys that may never make them money.
Yeah. So it's giving some guys a chance to add to their salary that might not get, that might not have the 50 and $60 million deals. So it's good for that. It's good for adding something to the regular season games that makes it mean a little bit more, and the games count in the standings. So it's been all good.
I haven't watched it. In fact, I didn't even know about it until I'm not a big NBA guy.
They're just trying to think of things to generate interest, which you got to evolve. You can't just roll the balls out and expect people to just come out anymore, because they've got so many entertainment options. So I think it was a smart move.